Today on The Joy of Editing, we're going to look at the latest update for Topaz Photo AI. This is version 2.1.0, introducing the Remove tool. We're going to take a look at the new Remove tool today. Stay tuned. Hello everyone and welcome to The Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. Are you excited about the new Remove tool inside of Topaz Photo AI? The new Remove tool is an AI product similar to what you would find in Photoshop. Think generative fill, only without all the bells and whistles. You can remove things, but you can't really add things, but who knows, that could change in the future. What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Do you think they'll add the ability to add things with AI? Now, one thing I do want to say about the Remove tool, it does not work with the cloud. It is computer-based, so all the computation is taking place inside the computer, and there are no credits that you have to purchase or anything like that, so that's a good thing. On the screen right now, you can see what they've added or fixed with this new update, so you may want to pause the video and get a look at this. But today, I just want to really show you the new Remove tool filter. So that's what this video is all about. Now, I'm just working with this stock image today. I ran it into Topaz Photo AI. As you can see, it's done some noise removal and some sharpening. What I want to do here is use the new Remove tool to get rid of this guy back here, this person here, and this person over here. I think it'll make it a much more interesting picture. But we'll see if the Remove tool is up to this challenge. Is the Remove tool perfect? No, I found some issues with it. But remember, it's beta, so there's, I'm sure, a lot of work they have to do on it. And let us know in the comment section below if you're having any issues at all with this Remove tool. Are you getting great results or poor results? Let us know in the comment section. And also, I do want to say I'm using a iMac. It's a 2019 Intel-based processor, and they tell you the Remove tool can take anywhere between seconds up to a minute to run. On my computer, it takes like 57 seconds for the Remove tool to actually do its job, and on my MacBook Air with an M1 chip, it takes like 10 seconds, so it's going to be different depending on your computer and how fast it is. I won't make you wait the 57 seconds it takes to run, so I'll pause the video so it'll look like it removed it instantaneously, but believe me, it didn't. It took 57 seconds. Now, the way this works, after your image comes into Topaz Photo AI and it does all its autopilot things, or if you come in and you change anything, make adjustments and so on and so forth, you don't want to run the Remove tool until you're done with all your adjustments, because what happens is once you click Remove here, it has to bake all those adjustments in, and then you will not be able to go back and change anything without resetting your entire remove operation. In other words, it'll go back to the original image, and then you'll have to remove things again. So make sure you get all your settings done up front. That's very important. Now, this is not an in-depth tutorial. I'm just kind of showing you what this does, but you'll notice right now I'm in Remove Objects, okay? And you see we have a brush, Add, Subtract, and then you have this slider that you can change the brush size. You can use your left and right bracket keys to adjust the brush size as well. And then you have this area here called Mask Control where you can restore, reapplies the last mask used for processing, and then you have Clear, resets the mask to empty. And then you have Speed, and this deals with the actual removal. In other words, if you slide this slider the whole way over to the right, you'll get the maximum quality of the remove. And I find at this default setting, I don't see much difference between here and if I jack this up the whole way, to be honest with you. So I'm just using it at the default settings of where you see it at right now. And then you have this thing called padding. If I hover over padding, it says how much context is used when processing the masked area. Increasing padding increases the area the AI model knows about, but not the area that it updates. And I've tried all these, and I don't see a whole lot of difference, I'll be honest with you. I got to keep experimenting, so I'm just using this on normal, and I'm getting great results. And then there's an area here called guidance. If you hover over this, guidance can affect the colors seen in the replacement. There's a drop down here, and you have erase area and keep area. And if I hover over guidance, it says erase area, which is default. The masked area will be pre-filled with colors from the surrounding area before running the model. If you use keep area instead of erase area, the masked area will not be edited before running the model. I've tried it both ways, and again, I don't see much difference there. I'll have to keep experimenting. So I'm just leaving it at the default for erase area and padding it normal and the speed at the default setting right here. All right, let me try to remove this guy. All we need to do is paint around here, and you don't have to do a perfect job here, so just paint around there. Right now I'm adding paint. If you need to subtract, you can use your X key to switch to your subtract brush, so that's a nice little feature here. There's a little area here I also want to get rid of. Once you're satisfied, click remove. Now this is where it bakes everything in. You notice it says pre-processing image, and now it says preparing remove model, and soon it'll say in paint. And when it goes to the in painting process, this is where it's starting to remove it. Okay, I'm going to pause the video and get right back to you. And I'm back. What do you think? It did a pretty good job. I mean, it made this circular here. Now, if I didn't like this, I could make my brush larger with my right bracket key here, and I could paint over this entire area and fix this. This little area right here may need fixed. But for now, let's move on to this area over here. Now, I've tried this before. I tried to take both people out at the same time, and I didn't like my results. So what I'm going to do is take this person out first, and then I'll take this person out second. I just sped the video up so you don't have to waste your time watching me paint this, but I'm just painting this area in here. And like I said, you don't have to be super accurate. Okay, so that's it. And now all I need to do is click remove. I'll pause and be right back. And I'm back. It's done a pretty nice job. Next, I'll remove this person. You may have noticed the message up here about Topaz warns you don't go over 2,000 pixels in the remove area. Okay, that's cool. But in this type of an image, this is very low resolution back here. So I'm not really worried that much about going over 2,000 pixels, right? Because it's low res back here anyway. It's all out of focus. I went ahead and paused the video to paint this person out just to save some time, because you can see it's really easy to paint on here. And remember, you can type your X key for subtract, X again to go back to add, so that's really nice, and left and right bracket keys to make your brush larger or smaller. Simple stuff. I'll just click remove and I'll get right back to you. And I'm back, and it's done a really nice job over here. Now you could show the original right here if you click. Here's the image before anybody was removed, and now click show original again, and now here it is with them removed, and it's done a really good job. I paused again and painted out this area here. Let's go ahead and see if it can remove this and do a better job here. I'm going to click remove, and I'll get right back with you. And I'm back. What do you think? I think it's done a really good job. If you don't like this back here, we could go ahead and paint over this and click on remove again and try it again, but I think I'm happy with that. Now, unlike Photoshop's generative fill, you don't get 3 different choices. You only get 1 choice, so you got to go ahead, and if you don't like the result, you got to paint over it again. Now, here's something that this remove tool does not have, and that it doesn't have like a command or control Z to undo. It doesn't have an undo feature, which I think it really needs it. If you're listening, Topaz, we definitely need undo in here, because if you mess something up and you didn't get a good result, for instance, I tried to remove the girl's watch when I was working out what I wanted to do in this video, and it did a horrible job here. This is one of the bugs. I tried to remove this watch, and I was getting ugly black areas over the wrist here, and for the life of me, I could not fix it. So that was a bug with the remove tool. And here's the thing. If I remove the other parts of the image perfectly and then it screws up in one area, and if I can't undo that, everything I've just done was worthless, and I'd have to start all over again from scratch. So that would not be a good thing. Hey, do me a favor, again, in the comment section below, let me know of any type of issues you're having with the remove tool, and who knows, maybe Topaz read this stuff. And don't forget, you can always come up here to help and go to give feedback or report an issue, and let Topaz know so they can get this stuff fixed. Because again, it is in beta. Now, when you're done here, if you're satisfied with this, all you need to do is click on Close and Apply. And you'll notice now that everything here is locked. This is what I'm saying. You cannot go back and readjust anything here, because you notice what it says here. Filter changes cannot be applied after removing objects. Reset your editing changes to edit your filters. In other words, everything you removed will have to get all reset before you can do any readjustments here. So make sure you get those adjustments right first before you go to remove anything. Now, I started this image out in Photoshop. I don't know if I told you that, but I did. And now I'm going to click Save to Photoshop, and this will take me right back into Photoshop. And here you can see, here is my before. I'm just on this layer right here. I'm just going to shut this eye off. Here's my before. Okay, with the people in there, and here is my after. And I think it looks a lot better. And I have one other example to show you before I go. This was an image I did on a Lightroom video where I used the new blur filter to blur the background. Now, it's not blurred in this image, but there were a couple chairs here that I didn't like in this plant right here, and then this thing up here in the ceiling. So I used Photo AI's remove tool, and I'll show you. I'll turn this top layer on. This is what I did in Photo AI. I was able to remove all that stuff, so it did a really good job. There are some bugs in it, like I said, but let me know in the comments section below if you're experiencing any of those. I'd really appreciate it. Well, there it is, everyone. The latest update for Topaz Photo AI 2.1.0, now with a remove tool, an AI remove tool. Hey, I hope you enjoyed this first look at the latest update. If you did, please give it a like. Share it with your friends, and if you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please subscribe. Click that bell notification icon and click all so you'll receive all notifications. And then every time I upload a new tutorial, you'll get notified about it. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me today in the Joy of Editing with Dave Kelly. I'll see you all right here next time. But until then, happy editing.